Hey guys, it's Doug here, and I'm going to show you a real quick and easy way to move data from an SD card straight onto a solid state drive or an external hard drive in one very quick and easy step. So quite recently, I've started to get a little bit more advanced in the way that I make videos for a website that I own. Traditionally, I used a mobile phone, took videos with my mobile phone, and then was using a card reader, SD card reader that plugged straight into my mobile phone to be able to move data onto an SD card, which then I plugged into my laptop and did it this way. Now, obviously, that's when I'm not on a Wi-Fi. Otherwise, I just would have used the Wi-Fi and sent it to the cloud or just sent it straight onto my laptop. Sometimes when you're in remote locations, you don't have your laptop with you. For instance, climbing a mountain where we test some of our products, or you're deep in the jungle and you don't want to actually be dragging your laptop with you. Now, the problem that I've had is I've started to use other recording devices such as action cameras and DSLRs. And the problem with that is I've had no real easy way to get the large amounts of data that I'm recording onto an external hard drive. Some of the SD cards, they fill up really quickly, especially when you're shooting in 4K and in high sort of frame rates. And so your SD cards fill up really quickly and you need to get it onto something like this. Now, if you've ever tried to do that using one of these or in the field, it's long, it's time consuming, it's not easy. So I'm going to show you a real quick and easy way, and it's using a product which you can buy on Amazon. It's not expensive. I'm going to put a link below to the product. It's great. So let's show you exactly how that works and show you how easy it is. So let me show you what I've traditionally done and then the problems that I've been running into. Hopefully some of this info can also help you. So traditionally, because I work in fairly remote areas, I do a lot of my video on my iPhone, and that's great except when your iPhone starts to fill up because you're shooting in 4K and it's taking quite a lot of space up. So what I've traditionally done is I've carried some SD cards with me, and then I've just transferred the data from my phone onto the SD card using a pretty standard SD card reader. So you just plug it in, you plug your SD card in there, and it works great. So that's always been a pretty neat solution. And then the nice thing is you can pop your SD card straight into your laptop and it reads your laptop. For some iPhone users, if you're running a Windows laptop, you can't often transfer directly from your iPhone onto your laptop, so there's problems. So using an SD card reader has always been the way that I get around that. Obviously, there are other ways you can do it, such as using the cloud or Wi-Fi. But when you're in the bush or in remote areas and you don't have your laptop with you because you're high up on a mountain somewhere, or you're in some pretty dense jungle with a lot of humidity, you don't always have your laptop with you. So that's been a really neat way to store data that you can use back at the office. Now, things changed for me when I got my new action camera. It's a DJI Action 5 Pro. Incredible little device. It's been an absolute game changer for my videography and our products that we do a lot of video for. I'm not affiliated with DJI or SanDisc in any way, so none of these products I'm affiliated with, but it's an absolutely incredible action camera. If you don't have one, I have put the link in the description below for you to go check out there. But what this action camera does, especially when I'm shooting slow-mo, it generates so much data that the SD card runs out fairly quickly. So the problem there is that I can't transfer that onto my phone using the normal SD card adapter, because then my phone fills up really quickly. So I'm really needing to transfer that onto an external hard drive. This is a SanDisc 1 terabyte. I know you get 2 and 3 last I checked. You can probably get higher capacities now. Again, SanDisc, fantastic products. And if you are using something like a DJI or a GoPro or something like that, and you've got very, very high recording rates and saving rates, then I do suggest that you use the SanDisc Extreme Pro micro SD cards. The Ultra cards are not going to work when you're trying to save that amount of data. So I do suggest those. I've got a couple of links to those as well in the comment section in my video. Right, so the problem is you can't get data from an SD card straight onto an external hard drive. That's where the video started. So I came across this device, an all-round camera card reader from OTG, and I've got a link to it in the description below. It has been an absolute game changer for me in two respects. The first respect is if you just try and connect your external hard drive to your phone and try and transfer data into your external hard drive, it doesn't work because an external hard drive typically requires external power, and most mobile phones don't have enough power to actually power this. Most mobile phones don't actually output power in the charging port. They're designed that the power goes into the charging port. So that is a problem, and I'll show you that real quick. Let's just do a quick show of the SD card. So if you take your SD card, which doesn't require power, this card reader, as you can see, the untitled section popped up. Take it out, goes away. So the SD card reader allows you to connect. You don't need an external power source. The card reader, however, allows you, this is the really neat part, to add in an external power source, which I will plug in now. But first we're going to show you that if you plug your external hard drive in, you'll see that it doesn't come up on my phone, and that's because this wire is essentially not powering the hard drive. So when you plug a power source in now, this is just a lightning cable from my battery bank, that will now power the SanDisc, and that will go on. As you can see, Extreme SSD is now live. So that's the first game changer. I can now transfer data from my phone straight onto my external hard drive in the times when I'm using my iPhone to capture footage. But here is the big game changer, and this is what this video is all about. I can, into the same device, plug an SD card as well as a micro SD card. There are two slots here, and then there's a third slot for another solid state drive or external hard drive. So now when you plug that in, you'll see that it comes up on my phone as well. So now it's starting to act like a folder where I can actually take from my SD card, I can choose a file, and let's choose this 400 meg file here. I'm going to select it, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go back to my external hard drive, Extreme SSD, and I'm going to paste that into the folder that I want on the external hard drive, and you can see that it's already done 100 meg. It's coming around to 200 meg, and we are nearly finished. Coming around to 400 megabytes, and there we go. The file is transferred. It's been an absolute game changer because now I can take straight from my action cam straight onto my SD card, and I can connect this up using this very nifty little device and put it straight into my external hard drive. I can also put it on my phone. I can also move data between my phone and my external hard drive, or my external hard drive and my phone, any number of combinations. As I said, there is another port here where you can add a second external hard drive, and it'll all work very, very well. So there's one more thing that I wanted to show you that I never mentioned, is this device is able to go into an iPhone. It's also able to go into a USB-C type port, so your newer iPhones as well as your Samsungs and other devices. And then you also have a standard USB so that you can plug that into your laptop as well. So it's multifunctional across multiple devices. Guys, I hope that has helped you. If it has, please comment in the sections below if that's going to be a game changer for you. I'd really appreciate that. And that is how to get data directly from an SD card straight onto an external hard drive in one simple motion. See you next time.